All right, gamers, ready to dive into the world of next gen.
Let's do it.
Today, we're tackling the PlayStation 5 Pro. Is it worth the hype? Worth the upgrade? All those burning questions. We've got you covered.
Definitely a hot topic right now.
We're basing our deep dive on, get this, a review cleverly disguised as a podcast episode called Unleashing Gaming Bliss.
Oh, I've heard of that one. Sounds promising.
It's super in-depth. And look, every reviewer's got their own take, but this one, seriously, it's packed with info. So are you ready to unpack the PS5 Pro?
Absolutely. Let's break it down.
Design, features, functionality, the whole 9 yards. By the end of this, you'll know if the PS5 Pro is the upgrade you've been waiting for. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, first impressions, the source. They describe the design as sleek and, get this, futuristic.
Ooh, futuristic, huh?
I'm picturing like a spaceship landed in my living room. But seriously, does it live up to that hype in person?
Well, it's definitely an eye catcher. It makes a statement for sure. And, good design, it's not just about aesthetics. It's got to be functional too, right?
Especially for those long gaming sessions. Nobody wants hand cramps or a stiff neck in the middle of a boss fight.
Exactly. Comfort and ergonomics, those are crucial. The PS5 Pro, they seem to have really considered that so you can stay focused on the game, not your aching muscles.
That's key. Now get ready for some serious tech jargon because the source, they drop a whole bunch of specs.
Hit me with it.
AMD Zen 2 CPU. Radeon RDNA 2 GPU, 16 GB GDDR6 RAM, 1 TB SSD storage.
Nice.
I'm already lost. Can you translate all that into, like, gamer speak?
All right, so think of it this way. The CPU, it's like the brain of the console, right?
Yeah.
It handles all the complex calculations.
Like so.
The GTU, that's the muscle, the graphics powerhouse. And RAM, that's like your console's short-term memory, lets it access data quickly.
Definitely call far.
And then you've got the SSD, that's where your games actually live, stored. And the PS5 Pro, all of these components, seriously upgraded.
So what does that actually mean for the player? Like tangible differences?
Faster load times, for one. We're talking like almost instantaneous. Say goodbye to those loading screens that feel like they last forever.
Oh, there's always a pain.
Plus, you get those stunning visuals everyone's been talking about. The graphics are insane. And because of all that horsepower, gameplay, super smooth. It's a noticeable difference.
Now, speaking of visuals, ray tracing, and 8K resolution, those are two things the source highlights, and they sound pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But, like, how much of a difference did they actually make when you're playing?
Oh, they're game changers, literally.
Okay, break it down for me.
So, ray tracing, imagine light behaving in a game the way it does in real life. Realistic reflections, shadows, lighting, the whole shebang.
Oh.
It adds this whole other layer of immersion. Like you're exploring a dark, atmospheric world and every single light source is casting accurate shadows. It's crazy realistic.
Wow, that sounds intense.
And then you've got 8K resolution. It's like 4 times the pixels of 4K. Everything is incredibly sharp, incredibly detailed. It's pretty mind-blowing.
All right, I got to see this in action.
It's definitely something you have to experience to fully appreciate.
Now let's talk about something you interact with directly, the controller. The source raves about haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and this precise vibration. What's the deal with all that?
It's all about feeling the game, not just seeing it.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Imagine, like, you're pulling back a bowstring and you can actually feel the tension in your hands through the controller, or you're firing different weapons and each one has a unique kickback.
So it's like you're really holding those weapons, feeling those actions.
Exactly. It's about immersing you in the game world, making you feel like you're really there.
That's pretty wild. Now, the big question on everyone's mind, is the PS5 Pro really worth the upgrade from the PS4? What's your take?
Honestly, it's tough. I mean, the PS4, it's still a great console.
Yeah.
But the PS5 Pro, it's a whole other beast. We're talking a huge boost in performance, those jaw-dropping graphics, and all the immersive features we just talked about. It really comes down to, like, what are you looking for in your gaming experience?
That's true. It's a personal choice.
If you're someone who always wants the latest tech, the absolute best experience possible, then yeah, I'd say it's worth considering. But if you're happy with your PS4 and those extra bells and whistles aren't a huge deal for you, you might be fine holding off. It's all about your priorities.
Now I got to ask about those bugs the source mentioned. Anything for gamers to be, like, concerned about?
They did point out a few minor issues, yeah. Mostly seem to be around ray tracing and online multiplayer stuff.
Okay.
But they seemed pretty rare. And nothing, like, game-breaking. And, software updates are always happening, so those little hiccups, they'll probably be ironed out pretty quickly.
Good to know. But bugs aside, let's talk about the future. Any cool upgrades or features potentially on the horizon for the PS5 Pro?
Oh, for sure. The PS5 Pro, it's not just a console, it's a platform, you know?
Yeah,
There's been talk about enhanced VR capabilities, which would be insane with all that processing power.
I need a Mac.
Plus, potential integration with cloud gaming. That would open up a ton of possibilities. And of course, you've got all these exclusive titles in development, specifically designed to take advantage of all that PS5 Pro hardware and those unique features. It's exciting.
So much potential. All right, let's wrap it all up. The PS5 Pro, it's a powerhouse console, stunning visuals, innovative features, and a bright future ahead.
Absolutely. It's a beast. But like we said, the best console. It's the one that fits you best. Do your research, compare it to the competition, figure out what matters most to you. But with the PS5 Pro, you're definitely in for one heck of a ride.
All right, gamers, there you have it, our deep dive into the PS5 Pro. Now it's up to you to decide if it's the right console for you.
Happy gaming.
Until next time.